I want to share with you this game. It's called Hit the Habitat Trail, and it is by far one of the most intense, amazing games. So let's go check it out. So hit that habitat trail. So before I get to the board, I would like to show you a little bit about the game itself. So you have this wonderful holder, and I really appreciated this holder, and I'll show you why. 1 second. Alright, so there are tons and tons of habitats. You have the grasslands. As you can see, the kids actually recently played it. They didn't put it back like they should have, but which is a good sign. That means they're enjoying themselves. We have the Arctic. There's so many. The jungle. And just basically go through all of them, sort them out and put them in this wonderful display. The wetlands. So I like the pretty pictures on all of them, because even though the kids really aren't interacting so much with these, it's kind of, it just gives them a little something to associate with, especially for the younger kids. Little visual feedback, couldn't hurt. We have the desert, and desert's one of my favorite. I love the color combinations they chose. Ocean. Oh, look at the ocean. Yep, there we go. We're almost finished, just 2 more to go. We have the forest. Hang in there with me, guys. And the mountains. So here we go. You have these, and we put them off to the side. But just a quick, gameplay. The goal of the game is to get 2 of each of them. So you need 2 grasslands, deserts, Arctic Ocean. You get the picture, and that's how you win the game. So let's put that off to the side. Next, you have the knowledge cards. So you take the knowledge cards and you put them, on the board, and again, off to the side. Use them when the board tells you to. And last but not least, we have the wisdom and consequence card. And again, those go off to the side until use. The most important part of the game, the first thing you want to do is choose your piece, which I'm going to point out. Look how adorable. Each piece is an actual creature from one of the habitats. So that is just the small touches that really make the game. And of course you have the die. So for my purpose, let's be the penguin here. Nice and cold. Okay, so now that we're ready to play, let's bring out the board. The board is huge. I'm just going to point out, beyond huge. 1 second. There's like 5 different ways to set this game up. So, it is too big for this table. Alright, we will make it fit. Okay, there we go. So, 1 second. Normally I play at a much larger table, but okay, you get the picture. Huge educational play surface. Alright, it's knocking me out here. Okay, so the point of the game is like this. This board goes around all the different habitats. I'm just going to show you a few here. Just let's zoom in. Well, let me just zoom in a little bit more for you guys. There we go. Focus it better. Alright, so we have the wetlands, the desert. There's the forest over here. Let me turn it. We have the Arctic, the grasslands, the mountains, and the jungle. So all the habitats are here. So your goal, little penguin over here, we're going to start at start and roll the dice. And I'm just going to nicely walk. 5 plus 3 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have a wisdom card. So let's pick up a wisdom card. And it says, it's consequence. Ooh, conserve a landscape. Draw 1 habitat card from the habitat you occupy. Or roll a die and move forward or backward the amount of the die. Now here's what's important. It says forward or backward. Now, you may be wondering, if my goal is to get to the end, why would I want to move backward? Well, guess what? If I, let's say, have 2 cards from the wetlands, and my goal is to get 2 of each, then I might want to roll the die, hopefully end back in the Arctic, and collect another card. So as you could see, this game is really geared for success and strategy. I just want to show you some of the consequences are good, like that one, and some are not. Save an amphibian, that's a good one. Here's a negative one. The aquifer dries up, so I have to return one, because again, consequences can be both positive and negative, and I do like, from a learning perspective, how this game points it out. Now, of course, the consequences are fun. However, the real learning comes in with the knowledge cards. Now, whenever you land on any regular, space, you take out a knowledge card. Now, the knowledge cards are questions all based on habitats and creatures. For example, animal stripes and spots are like rings on a tree. They tell how old an animal is. Is this true or false? Now, not only does it give you the answer, which it is B, false, it says stripes and spots serves to camouflage an animal. So as you can see, look over here, it gives the explanation. So the kids really can learn as they play. How many pairs of legs do flies have? Well, this is quite easy. It's B, 3 pairs. It doesn't require an explanation, but just these cards are just amazing. An owl's head can rotate 360 degrees. Is this true or false? And the answer is false. It can rotate 270 degrees, which, interesting fact, just to point out, so many kids learn the 360 degree rule. So right here, the kids are learning new knowledge and they're reviewing old knowledge. So just to recap how just totally amazing this game is. First of all, the kids roll the die, move along the board. If they get the question wrong, no worries, they stay where they are, nothing happens, they just don't get a reward, which in this case would be a, habitat card. Chose the mountains. Some of the consequence cards let you choose the wisdom and consequence cards, some of them let you choose a habitat. Some of them say hold on to now, go forward and backward, which is great. You actually get to move forward and backward as you're learning and collect more cards as you go. The theme of the game is to get 2 of each of them. So in the beginning, when there's more spaces, you're more likely to get, the cards in your habitat. However, as you near closer to the end, which is in the middle of the board, well, as you can see, there are 2 per each, 2, 3, so your chances kind of get slimmer, which adds a sense of strategy. And in addition to all the strategy, well, guess what? Your kids are actually learning. They're learning what is the common name for most wildflowers in a grassland biome. Is it forbs, prairie fires, biennials, or woody plants? And the answer is A, forbs are broad level herbs other than a grass. So here you go. The kids can actually learn. There's so many different cards. They could learn knowledge. They can see some wisdom and consequences, both positive and negative. So if you want to teach your kids about habitats, which is something that so many schools do, and I'm embarrassed to say, but a lot of schools teach it wrong. Well, this game is most definitely one I think every teacher should play. Not only so they will learn the right things. For example, I pointed out the owl before. The owl was something I actually learned wrong in school. But here the kids can actually learn the correct education. And if not, you know what? We all have phones or Google. Research the information. Check out all of these cards if they're true or false. A bullfrog gets its name from the horns on its head. Well, the answer is false. A bullfrog makes a deep sound. There you go. For more games like this game is Hit the Habitat Trail. Most definitely a game for homeschool moms, for teachers. It's just fun, educational. If you like this game as much as we do, most definitely like the video below. Let me know what you think in the comment box below. I want to hear from you. I'm all here for kids, for education, for my kids, for your kids. Just some fun facts, features of this game is look at these. The little creatures, and overall it's a great game. So definitely subscribe if you want to see more education and just have more fun with your kids. This game, your kids will be having so much fun, they will not even realize how much they're learning about habitats and animals and just everything, earth science, and it's just nature, and it's just great. In the Arctic, just one more before we go. In the Arctic, the region known as Siberia is colder than the North Pole. And the answer is true! Shocker of all shockers. The thermometers plunge to, and look, I love this, 90.4 degrees Fahrenheit, or, negative 90.4 degrees Fahrenheit, or negative 68 degrees Celsius. So regardless if your kids are familiar with Fahrenheit or Celsius, they can actually learn in their own language. So there we go. This is so educational on so many levels. I mean, if I went through all the cards with you, I've actually flipped through a bunch of them before this video, but if I actually go through them, the education is just amazing. So definitely hit the Habitat Trail. I am leaving the link to this below. I am leaving, you know, most definitely purchase it. I mean, I can go on and on. This is definitely a game for older kids just to learn and to have fun, learning and having fun together. Happy playing.